Hey, what's up, guys? It's Artificial Gaming. I'm Aaron Turbo. Welcome back, and today, bringing you another episode of the Artificial Gaming Podcast. I have a special guest today, BT Welling, a fellow zombie YouTuber on YouTube. Say hello, my man.
What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Not a problem. You know how long I wanted to collab with you, and just in general, just to get out of the way here before because by the way, guys, first time actually speaking one-on-one. Besides being on YouTube and commenting to each other. But I remember how far ago was it? It was about, should I say 2 weeks ago? I'm not sure when I emailed you. I'm pretty sure that was like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. I'm not sure how long that was. Yeah, and because what happened is, the whole YouTube gist. You go on YouTube, you go watch videos, and on the suggested side, suggested videos, I see you pop up, and you have, should I say, one of the greatest Photoshop skills I've seen from anybody. Honestly, I'm just being honest here. I'm not trying to blow smoke up your ass. I'm just letting you know. And I have a Photoshop class that I'm taking, basically I can do stuff on my own. And I asked Welling to make me a face cam overlay, which you're seeing right now. By the way, thank you so much. And it makes it like, you don't have a lot of people out there, especially in our community, just in general Call of Duty, that you have people out there to do stuff, because you don't have a lot of people. A lot of people, you say, okay, yeah, I'll do it, but I have to charge you, or yeah, I'll do it, but they don't respond back to you, and you don't have a lot of nice people out there, and it's really, really cool just to, relate to someone. And listen, man, it's just the community right now. I have no idea what to do with my channel until World War II. I don't know what to do. It's at a period where I'm just focused on just making content that people like to see, and just, playing Infinite Warfare, playing zombies, and just trying to stream zombies, but at the same time trying not to stream every day, not getting that habit to work hard to make videos. And I mean, what you been up to lately to try to take that time into World War II?
I mean, I was never really one to mess with that. I mean, I started to stream a little bit. It was never really like a huge thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I've mainly gone, excuse me, into like videos now.
Yeah.
I try to at least. And I don't know. I'm trying to do practically only original stuff.
Yeah.
To keep myself sane on YouTube at least.
Yeah, originality is what a lot of people, and I think we can have a huge conversation on that without mentioning names. We can have, it's just in general, originality. I mean, am I the only one that just doesn't, that I'm seeing the same thing on multiple channels?
A lot of people,
am I the only one?
People have lost it.
And it's not even just in general, okay, you're copying some ideas for videos. It's the little things as overlays that people copy. Yeah. Like the live chat on one side and the donations on the other and the face cam in the middle. I understand you gotta go with the trending. You gotta understand you're not gonna stream a quality like you would do in 2012. I understand. Trust me, I understand. And I give no YouTuber a bad time about that. But when you think of, let's just say, for example, that overlay, if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, it's a lot of YouTubers do it. It's, the live chat on, the right side, and the face cam in the middle, and the donations on the left side. Listen, man, do what just in general, do what you want. If it makes you happy. But like, when you see that, Welling, and just other things, what is it like? What pops in your mind? Like, is it like originality not there? Is it they just piggybacking and bandwagoning? What's your biggest pet peeve about, like, that whole thing?
Yeah, I guess my biggest pet peeve is just the fact that it's unoriginal. I don't have a huge problem if people do it. Like, I'm not like, I don't get physically angry or anything, but like,
but no, yeah.
I don't know, it's pretty much anybody with like 2,000 subscribers or 10,000 or below, if they are like daily streamers or whatever, you'll 100% see that overlay, which is the stupidest thing ever.
I think it's like And listen, if they get some of the donations I see on that over, like, God bless them. Honestly, God bless them. Good job to you guys. But I saw a streamer, 1K subs, donation of $700.
I mean, some people just get lucky.
Listen. That's why I said God bless them. If it's true,
yeah.
listen, good job. Like, I'm not, and that's the biggest thing. And we're not even on like the original, the main first topic yet. We'll get into that honestly really soon. But the main thing, like, let's just say for example, you get to the point where you get really lucky, right? People automatically bash you, like, oh, your channel still sucks. You're not like example, you're not original. People love to bash success. And that's something I see on, just in general in the world. If you're not doing YouTube, let's say you're a good baseball player, automatically, oh, he's on steroids. All of a sudden, a good football player, oh, he's on steroids. Like, they love to bash success. And it's something like, it's just, you really get mad because if you really work hard in a craft. Like, for example, I made a skit once, I really worked hard on it. Then I get, somebody else edited it for you. It's not your work. When I don't even have anybody and don't even know who can edit videos for me. But if you want to contact me, please do so. You saved me about 8 hours of fucking editing, but, you know,
yeah,
I'm not sure, man.
I'll tell you what, though, I'll admit that I am one of the people to quote unquote bash on success, but only if I personally feel like it's faked or you know, I don't know, like paid
view
for,
botting, sub botting. Yeah. I understand that. And
it's like,
yeah,
I feel like if we both, I'm not gonna name the name here, but I feel like if I explain it good enough, we're both gonna know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But you know, some dude goes from having 400 subscribers for 2 years in a row, barely making any views on videos, and then start streaming the most basic of content and is now at, I think, 50,000 subscribers, like 2 months of practically doing the same thing, not even nightly. Like, he misses streams some nights, whether he's doing stuff with family or whatever, but
I would
you know,
it's
it's
like,
like
talking about
he's
that.
not even you have no, okay, well, I guess good enough, we'll keep it a secret. You know, I don't hate the guy personally or whatever, I don't have a problem with him, I just feel like there's just some sort of I don't know, payment involved. If there's not, good for him. 50K in, you know, 2 months is fantastic for a dude who was pulling 18 viewers on a 20-minute video a month ago, but, you know.
Yeah, and it's
I guess more power to him if it's legit.
Do you even know how to do that? Like, I don't even know how you actually one goes by doing that. I have no clue how it works. I have no clue how do you do it. It's like when you go and you say to me viewbot, subbot, not even just you, I say to myself, yeah, I heard of it. I know people who actually have done it, but how they do it and how it actually works, and like when they live stream, like, are those accounts made up? Like, the names look original, but are they bots? It's just really weird. It's weird.
I've always wanted to test it out, though. I just kind of want to make a second test channel and just see exactly how it works to get a better feel for it. Because I was gonna look into these guys, which I did, and before a few people that have obviously, I'm gonna name one guy because everyone knows he probably does it, like 99% chance of custom. I'll go ahead and say his name on stream. Everyone's pretty much just like, yeah, this guy's 100%, like, never goes up in viewers ever, even though he constantly goes up in subscribers, which is the same thing with the guy that I was talking about earlier. I mean, he never peaks, he never hits 2,000. If he does, it's like, it's because he's doing something specific at the very time. But, you know, just his normal fan base will never reach over 1,000 watching, which is always weird to me.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, but I don't know, it's just like people always say that he does it, so I have no reason not to believe them because it looks like he does completely.
Yeah, man, and it's this whole thing, we can go on for hours and hours about this, and it's a real problem that you get because, like, you and me, and I've seen your content, so I can vouch for you. You put in so many hours of work. I told you, I'm actually, if you watch it back when this goes up, I'm wearing one of the shirts mylocker.net made up Ticked Off Turbo. I do a series Ticked Off Turbo, and they made a shirt for us when I do it a giveaway. So I gave away these shirts, and it was honestly just I made up I made 4 shirts. I kept a couple for my family, and then I gave one away. We work your trash talk. I'll go back. That's why that's why I talk about the Tickle Turbo share. You make a trash talk series where I have to be honest with you. It was original. It was just in general, the editing was there. It's just the clips you added in were on time. They were a timing. So before we get to that, after you say what you have to say, we're gonna get to the first topic. Just take me back to making that video, and because the reason why I'm getting to this is hard work in small YouTubers getting stepped on over these, if you want to say, small YouTubers that all of a sudden rapidly go up and aren't original. So just take me back to how much work and how much time and effort went into that trash talk episode, because I watched it to the full extent, and I can say from my experience in content creating, it had to take at least a day, not a day, but maybe a day. Would I say close to a day?
Oh yeah, it took. I mean, the idea itself was in my head for months. It was in my head from when I was still in high school. So I mean, I don't remember when I released it. I'm trying to think, probably if anything last month, so July or August, whenever I did post it. But it was in my head from uh, I don't know, probably like December or something. And
Mm-hmm.
at first it was just regular, just me pointing out the flaws in every zombies map. And then my friend was like, that's kind of trash. People, do that all the time. It's whatever. I made an intro for it. I don't know if it's still on my Twitter though. I had an original intro for it where I was going to do Rave in the Redwoods. And I was like, no, this video's dumb. I don't really have too much to talk about. The logo went through like 4 or 5 different revamps throughout the
Wow.
months. The last one was the one that I ended up deciding on, which I still might change it because I don't know if I'm super happy with it.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I have an eye for creativity, whatever you want to say.
Yeah.
But yeah, it went through quite a bit of revamp when just the idea itself. Um, I'm still not 100% sure exactly what it is. It's probably just going to be on specific people, specific groups of people. But I don't know. The video itself, I'm not a guy who will work on something for 20 hours a day. If I'm bored of making the video, I'll just stop making it. And then I'll
Mm-hmm.
pick it up the next day or whatever it may be. And it took weeks.
Yeah.
It ended up taking me weeks to completely make that video. I mean, the intro itself, I didn't have the correct song picked out for it for 2 weeks or so. I tried to do
Yeah.
something else and it just didn't work. But I don't know. It's still I obviously had fun making it.
Mm-hmm.
It's something I was kind of passionate about since at the time I was streaming a lot, and just seeing guys go from, like I said, like 500 subscribers to 50,000 in a matter of 2 months, and I literally went up like 15.
Yeah.
Like I was just kind of like,
Well,
this is kind of dumb, and these guys
we'll
are
we'll get yeah
something.
we'll get into more of that from my perspective and one of the topics here about YouTube messing up and a lot more just in general at this time. But we're gonna get into the first topic. Um, how did Infinite Warfare Zombies, we all know, came to a close. DLC 4, The Beast from Beyond, came out. It was, in my opinion, a map that is completely going to get washed over because of Director's Cut. You do it, you get it, and you don't want to play Director's Cut on that map because, quite frankly, if you're going to play Director's Cut on that map, what are you going to get out of it besides doing a high round run? Um, I mean, you saw my stream, guys. The freaking, I think I had probably more people than I would have on that stream, which I wouldn't even consider it a stream because it was 45 minutes, I think, and I didn't even get to kill one zombie in it because that was my first playthrough, and I don't know if it's the same for you, Welling, but my first playthrough, a couple playthroughs, I didn't get to kill a single zombie until
Yep.
probably the 10th or 15th playthrough. It was insane.
Yeah, I didn't touch a zombie for 6 or 7 playthroughs of the map.
it's just crazy. And then you see, like, you know, people can't even get power on, and it was, you gotta give it to Lee Ross and the whole team. You gotta give it to them because they work so hard, literally so hard to get to point A to point B with the fans on their side and just saying, you know what, we're gonna do this. And for the longest time, I made a video saying that, you know, I hate people. I think it was a TikTok Turbo saying how I hate people saying Infinity Ward's Zombies is copying Treyarch by having, for example, by just literally saying max ammo, not even going to change, like, you know, like Mule Munchies. Why does Mule Munchies have to relate to Mule Kick? Like, you can have 3 weapons and call it something else. Like, you don't have to go to, like, a mule. Like, they were making those little jabs. And I can understand I can understand what they're saying, but the whole season, I felt, was just like a fight between us and Lee Ross, trying to find out what we want, seeing if he's listening to us. And this whole entire season, if I don't know if you can relate to it, is literally all for the fans. And it's the maps you play for 2 weeks and then you just forget about it. I mean, how do you feel about it, the whole season?
My favorite map during the entire Infinite Warfare cycle was Zombies in Spaceland.
Oh, yeah.
By far. I didn't know. The Beats from Beyond wasn't amazing for me. I wasn't excited because of poor marketing on the last map, so I kind of fell off the train.
The trailer came out the day it came out.
Yeah, I kind of fell off the bandwagon there. I was really optimistic at first, like I was really optimistic for Zombies in Spaceland, and that turned out to be good. So I was kind of happy with it. And then Rave, the trailer came out. I was really hyped for that. And then I don't play that map at all anymore. I won't be playing that map until I do the all the Easter eggs and director's cut, and then I won't play it again after that. I got hyped for Shaolin a little bit less than Rave because of Rave, and then that turned out to be not what I wanted. And then weirdly enough, I like Attack. A lot of people don't. I don't know why they don't. I feel like it has a lot of open space, and I think that's most people's criticism with it. But I like a map where I can just run around. Like, I'm not a guy who plays for 24 hours straight, getting around 200. I just enjoy going to round 50 and running the same circle or two for, 2 hours or so. Like, I don't care to go to super mega high rounds, training in this one little room with a thunder gun or whatever it is.
Yeah.
I'm completely fine with just doing a giant circle on the beach with the upgraded MAD for 2 hours, and I'm completely fine with that.
Yeah, and that just shows the diversity in the community of what Infinite Warfare Zombies is bringing to the table. Like, you have me, who literally loves the storyline in Treyarch Zombies. I love doing high rounds in Treyarch Zombies. Like, I go for them. Me and my friends compete to get to the highest rounds. Just for example, like me and my friend Matt, Black Ops 3 was the first year we're doing it, and we're gonna do it for the rest of until Treyarch Zombie makes literally zombies. We go and let's say we start on the Giant. So when the game came out, we would try to go for the highest round. And let's just say I think I got to round, the highest round I got when the game came out. We did it like a 3-day span the bet was on for. So I got to like 28, my highest round on that map. No. Thing was 38. 38 on that map, and then he got to 37. So what it was is whatever round higher you get from that person, you owe him $1. So even though it was the span of like one round, he gave me $1 for that map. Then we did it for Drak. I beat him by like 12 rounds, so he gave me $12. That was the bet we did for the whole entire season, and I beat him on money earns and like, just in general maps. I beat him on. It hits your wallet pretty hard, but like it's pretty fun to do with your friends. And it just going back to what you were saying, it shows that like you love you're running around the beach and Attack where somebody cannot even play Attack because it's terrible. I have someone like I have my friend who plays Spaceland. He did the Spaceland Easter egg about 15 times because he just loves the aspect of getting the weapons. He loves the aspect of the freaking he feels like he's at Disney, and it's something that you go and you look at him like, are you on fucking crack? Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that Easter egg where people pull their hair out of their heads to not even play that map? And I wrote down here the super Easter egg. You talked about it a little bit. You're going for the super Easter egg. What's making you actually go for that super Easter egg?
I'm just going for director's cut. I don't care about the playing as Willard Wyler and just Spaceland. I don't. All I'm doing is I just want to be able to start with all perks in the 25k and just pack a bunch of weapons, just kind of because, you know, all Infinite. I keep trying to say Infinite Ward, but bro. Infinite Warfare. Yeah. But Infinite Warfare wasn't super my cup of tea. Like I said, I enjoyed Spaceland and Attack, but that was it. I wouldn't see myself replaying maps like Raven the Redwoods or Shell and Shuffle or anything unless I had to do either the Easter egg or if I had all the perks and stuff like that, which I just don't. I just don't care to get set up on those maps. Those maps aren't fun to me. So I don't care to actually play them the way they're intended. So I guess it's really a blessing in disguise. As much as I've kind of said that it was way too much, it's kind of like a blessing to be able to start with practically everything that takes away survival from zombies, because I don't really want to play survival on this game anymore.
Yeah, it's like
I've survived enough on the specific maps to where I'm fine with just going and playing them with practically everything given to me. I don't know. That's I don't know.
No,
I'm not really
right.
especially on this game. I'm not like I said, a high round guy. Like even on Black Ops 3, my highest I try to go for on every map is 50, and that's it. I think something like that. I try to go for 50 specifically, and you know. That's the highest I want to go, because after so long I'm just sitting in a chair with my eyes open at a screen running the same circle, sitting in the same corner for 6 hours, and I just get completely bored. I don't have the attention span to do that for that long.
You know what's funny? I have the same feeling, and I don't know why, because I can do this on any other map, but for some reason, going back to Black Ops 3 Zombies, Shadows of Evil, for some reason, I cannot get a good solo game or high round on that map. It's just something about Shadows of Evil that I go to play it, and it's like, you know what? Fuck you. We're gonna kill you by a random Margwa spawn. We're gonna kill you by you trying to reload, but all of a sudden activating the trap on you. Like, it's the stupidest shit that gets me killed, and it pisses me off. It literally pisses me off. Like, is there like a map for you that you just cannot get a good game on? Like, there'll be some days where you just like, what the like, come on, like, just why?
I guess however far we're allowed to go back for this question, I've never been able ever in my entire life, Black Ops 1 or 3, to get a good Shangri-La game going.
Oh my god, me either.
That is my least favorite map of all. I know a lot of people praise it for its story and its looks and stuff. And
oh yeah, his looks and story is great, but yeah.
But the tight corners, I never hit the box.
There's
because
no way
I'm
to train.
Not comfortable hitting the box.
There is no way to train, in my opinion.
I know, you know, like the guys who do it, and you know, over 100 on every map or whatever it may be, they can easily do Shangri-La in just the 100 challenges spaces. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm talking about the guys who can actually do it.
Oh no, yeah, there we go. The ones who can actually do it and don't waste people for time. So that's it.
Yeah, but I don't know. Shangri-La has always just been my kryptonite, I guess. I've never really had a super hard time doing anything on any of the map. I guess Die Rise, I kind of enjoy playing Die Rise, but at the same time, it's like there's nowhere to really go on the map. You always have to go from top to bottom, and there's really no way to play it differently. But I don't know. I guess if I had to say a specific one, I'd say Shang.
Yeah, Shang and Die Rise are two maps that, same with you, honestly, cannot get a good game on. And it hopefully, you know, yeah, just in general, saying about Shang Chronicles, I thought it would make it a little bit easier, but I like you said, it's just the tight corners, everything. You can't get
Yeah, there's
a good game.
you can't really change it even with double pack a punch and kind of having the wonder waffle in every map.
Yeah,
It's kind of impossible to do
and
what they want you to.
just in general, would you ever be thinking we would be getting? Now this is going back to like a podcast question I would probably ask months ago, but I was playing with my friend Zenthal Carnage on Origins yesterday. I was streaming it, and I was asking him, would you ever believe we would be playing Origins with a double path weapon, or with the Man of War, or just in general, like seeing the staffs like that? It still shocks me. To this day, it still shocks me that they actually did this. I don't know why it's still shocking me.
Well, I mean, I guess I could see it happening. It was super unlikely, I guess, until they talked about it for a good while. But I mean, they already remastered all the World at War maps on Black Ops 1, so I wouldn't have put it past them.
Yeah, without a doubt.
To remaster all the, well, especially the amount of maps they did. I would have never seen 8 maps.
Oh, never. I thought 4. I thought 1. I thought one new map. That's it. That's what I thought, 1, because it was new. I didn't think we'd be getting remakes, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know. They had to keep the game alive somehow, which even then I feel like it still kind of died. Maybe it's just because of the recent stuff with the Super Easter egg and Director's Cut, but I feel like even with Chronicles being there and having like 14 or whatever different Zombies maps, I feel like Infinite Warfare is just kind of taking the cake right now for whose eyes are on it. Or everyone who has the most eyes on it.
Yeah, but I think that's
But, I mean, that'll go away. That'll go away.
I was going to say, I think that's going to change with a good transition to the second topic. How excited are you for World War II Zombies? And just in general, not to just stick to zombies here on this podcast, multiplayer and the new campaign, which if you're watching this probably be going up on Wednesday. I put a video up, you can see same shirt, literally just finished publishing it. World War II campaign, the new trailer that came out on September 18th, and it was amazing. I am maybe more excited for campaign. The beta got me more excited for multiplayer, the full multiplayer. When it's all done, they balanced all the guns, they made all the finished updates from the ones they were trying to do in the beta that they couldn't do into the full game now. And I'll leave zombies until after I hear from your input, but just in general, how excited are you for the release of World War II?
I don't know. I'll tell you that I haven't seen the campaign trailer yet. I heard everyone talking about it, and I was gonna watch it, but I just didn't. I guess I didn't get around to it in time before this. Which I'll probably watch it after this. I'll end up, obviously watching it eventually, because the campaign a lot of people are getting really excited for. I don't know, there really hasn't been an exciting campaign for a really long time, though, so I'm not super hyped for that, though.
That's what I said in the video.
A lot of people say
we haven't had a campaign that got us since, like, I believe Black Ops 2.
A lot of people say that Infinite Warfare's was, but I don't know. I was mainly just focused on zombies at first. I tried multiplayer. Multiplayer was kind of trash, so I tried the campaign, but it never stuck with me. I was never able to play it for a super long time.
I'm not kidding. I swear to God, I didn't even finish the first level in that campaign.
I don't know how long it is, so I don't want to get committed to it or anything like that. It's like, because it gives you the option to do whatever mission you want, which is cool in a sense that, like, you can do whatever you want, but at the same time, I'm like, when is this going to end? I don't want to be doing this campaign for the next 4 years. Like, I just want to complete it, which obviously it can't be too long.
Yeah, it can't be that long.
But I don't want to be playing it for days and days. Like, I would be fine. Like, I managed to complete the Black Ops 3 campaign on, like, the opening, I think, at least 2 days.
Wow. I usually, if it's a Treyarch game...
Well, I wanted Nightmares, though. That's the only reason I busted it out really quick.
Wait, did you like Nightmares?
Absolutely not.
I was gonna... my heart just dropped for you, bro. Holy shit. I thought you loved Nightmares. Because when you said I played for it, I was like, what? You are the...
Well, this was,
no, listen, I wouldn't get mad at you if you were, like, really into that game mode, but wow.
Well, this was opening weekend, whatever day it was.
Yeah.
Opening Tuesday or whatever it might have been.
Yeah,
like,
it was,
I took the entire day
Friday.
off of school. however many years ago it was. Yeah, was it
Me
Friday? That
too.
makes, I guess
Yeah,
that
it was
makes sense.
Friday. Bro, do you understand the determination I had to stay home? I told my chemistry teacher, because I was a sophomore in high school then, and all of a sudden I tell her, I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna be able to come in today. I mean tomorrow. She goes, oh, why? And I was like, I got a root canal. They scheduled it early. I'm gonna be in pain all day. I can't do it, bro. I take the midterm because the midterm was no, the quarterly. I take the quarterly a day before. So I told her 2 days in advance. I took it the next day just so I can stay home for Black Ops 3. I stood home that same day. I had my I had an award ceremony for school. So I go then. I come home. My dad takes me to GameStop because I wanted that. I got the Hardened edition.
Hmm.
I go there. I got it, so I went to midnight release. They had the game going, and I was determined to stay home that day. I didn't go to sleep. I stood up for 2 days straight. I didn't go to sleep, of course, because I went to school that previous day. That was, that previous day. Then midnight hit. That's when I went to GameStop. I came home, stood up that whole entire next day. My friends texting me in school. How is it? How's zombies? What's this? What's that? How's the Easter egg going? And I'm like, number one, busting out videos. Number two, tired out of my mind. I was just crazy. And hearing that you stood home for that, determination is what I feel is bringing the zombie community stronger and stronger every single year. It was
I'll tell
crazy.
you what though, I was not a YouTuber back then.
Really?
I did not start my channel until I think a little bit before Zetsubo, I think, if I can remember correctly. But yeah,
Whoa.
at that time I was just a dude who thoroughly enjoyed zombies.
And
So I stayed home for it.
wasn't that less stressful?
Yeah. I mean, I would have absolutely loved to have started my channel, especially on Shadows of Evil.
Yeah.
I feel like Black Ops 3 was probably one of the, if not the best years that you could have possibly put out content.
Yeah.
You know, as many things as was to discover. I'm not much of an Easter egg guy. I'll never be the first to complete an Easter egg, but
Oh, but that,
you know,
yeah.
I still enjoy, watching people do it. Like I'm not gonna discredit anybody that does it, but I'm just not the type of dude who will sit down and check every single corner and what, like I'm obviously having trouble doing the freaking attack Easter egg, and map came out 4 months ago.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not much of an Easter egg guy, but I could have been a guy that found some of the small stuff. Again, I'm not super into Easter egg hunting myself, but if even just posting live streams and stuff, I would have done it back then if I would have been a YouTuber. But I was just a dude
Yeah.
who thoroughly enjoyed zombies, so I stayed home for it.
Yeah, by the way, 200 plus subs and you didn't even start from Zetsubo. Fucking good shit. Let me tell you, I swear to God. Like, it is, you might, yeah, listen, I'm pretty sure you're gonna give me an answer right now. Oh, no, it's nothing, bro. It's 200 people.
Yeah, well, almost 300 now. I think I'm two
There we
off.
go. Three. Okay, somebody out there, go sub. Well, either way, I was gonna say at the end of the video, links in the description to my man's channel right away. First link down there. But I mean, going back to now we can use what we're using now, like talking about the zombies, like the beginning of Black Ops 3 with the Easter eggs and everything. The beginning of World War II. How is zombies? Now I wrote down here. I wrote really excited after the trailer today for campaign. MP got me so excited with the beta. Now zombies, really, really hoping that it is. I'm not gonna say scary because at this point I feel like we cannot get scared by Call of Duty Zombies. I
Yeah.
don't feel like you can get scared. There is gonna have to be a standalone game that they're gonna have to make for years on to try to get them. They're gonna have a horror specialist to go and make that game because we've gone through so many zombie maps, and maybe one map, maybe it's going to be scary. Maybe they might bring a great aspect to World War II zombies, but I'm just so optimistic. I'm very excited and I'm very optimistic. From 1 to 10, I'm at a 9 for excitement and also a 9 for optimism. It's really at that point for me. What is it at for you? Because I'm really hoping I'm not alone.
I kind of want to piggyback off what you said about the horror thing before I kind of get into how, I guess, hyped I am for it. But There's one thing I went back and I watched, or I didn't mean to. I don't remember what I was looking up for it, but I ended up finding all of the teaser trailers they had before they released World War II
Wow.
Zombies, the trailer that all the YouTubers were sent and stuff like that. Like the Z House got it and they all posted
Mm-hmm.
it,
Mm-hmm.
and Noah J got one and Dalek got one or whatever. But I went back and watched those, and those were scary. And so if I had to pick one thing that would kind of make it like an actual scary game, like something that I would feel uncomfortable playing, it's black and white film. Like I don't know if you remember
Essentially
how they
without the
did
power.
those. Kinda. It's like I don't know if
Maybe like a
or
more
if you
like a
remember
staticky film
those.
feel, you know?
Yeah. I don't know if you remember what the trailers looked like or what those teasers looked like, but
Mm-hmm.
they were freaking
Yeah, they were like
it was just
they were like
underground
security.
sounds.
Yeah, they were like underground sounds, like and like from the security camera POV, right?
Yeah, there was. I mean, some people had like handheld cameras and stuff like that, and it was
Yeah.
just people searching the underground places, and all you could hear was like breathing and footsteps and like blood dripping and stuff like that, and nothing was around you ever.
Mm-hmm.
It was just you and an empty. Ah, shoot! I just died to a bumper car. Um, it was just you and nothing else around you, and that was scary. I'm trying to think if there's any games where I can even still get scared. Like I feel like if I were to go back,
Wow.
the idea of not being able to survive scares me. Like the idea of like I don't want to play Beast from Beyond not because I'm scared, but because I have like no chance of surviving the cryptids.
Mm-hmm.
Like until there's like a good strategy to actually do it. Like I don't want to play that map because I'll be running around like all panicked
Yeah, like,
because
I
I
don't
can't
think
get
that even
past these
like,
cryptids.
yeah, I don't even think that's like a scared tactic. I think that's more like an annoying type of like don't want to play feel. You know, it's like you don't want to like do this because it's like yeah, it's more like you're mad, not like scared because like you asked the question. I don't know what other game you can get scared on, and I don't know.
I'm trying to even think what map it is. Like I feel like I always have that feeling about a certain map, and I can't remember
Five
what
Nights
map
at
it is.
Freddy's is the
It's
last
just
map. I mean, map. Fuck me. The last game
game.
that got me like scared. I'm not gonna
Well,
lie.
because you feel defenseless.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like the zombies should make you feel like in World War II. At one point in the map, you have to feel defenseless. Like maybe it's gonna be fucking. It's gonna be cursed upon like these like the YouTubers are gonna say stuff about it, like that can actually contact us Sledgehammer Games, but let's say a zombie, right? It takes away your weapon, but it doesn't take away your weapon and runs around fast like the scientist in 5. It takes away your weapon, use it against you, like it melees you or something with the bat. I'm just speaking out of my ass here. I don't know, but something that makes you feel defenseless, they have to incorporate that. So you brought up a really good point, being defenseless. That's a really good point.
It's like I don't know. It's if you feel like you can't survive, it kind of gives you this shaky vibe. Like you don't really know exactly what you're gonna do next. And I feel like that's something if they want to make this actually scary, they have to make you feel like you're down there alone or you're just with these four people. And I mean, there's been a lot of talk of having no rounds and it just being
Yeah.
constant waves of zombies.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that could easily like the octagonal challenge or whatever it's called. The quote unquote hardest map on Black Ops 3 Customs and
Mm-hmm.
World at War Customs, where it's just you, especially just in the starting room part of it, it's just you and however many people you're playing with, and then three zombie spawns that will never ever stop, and the zombie just gets
Wow.
stronger and stronger. It's just I don't know if you've seen any gameplay of it or you've heard of it or anything like that, but it's just like the idea of you being in a first room that's so small with just yourself or two other people or whatever, and having infinite zombies and no weapon to help you survive is just kind of this, well, I'm not getting out of this vibe. And that's why people call it the hardest map ever on
Yeah.
Black Ops 3 Customs, because it's really hard. It's just been known to be hard. Like barely anybody that plays it will survive it, especially the casual player that just randomly downloads it or whatever. Like it's not an easy task to do it. And I feel like if they wanna really implement horror, it has to be this. You're not gonna survive this unless you're a really good player, which might not be the smartest move in the entire world, having only good players be able to play your map, but
Mm-hmm.
I feel like if you want to actually make it scary and you want to make it hard for the players, you just have to make it so that there's just a sense of no survival.
Honestly, I cannot. It's exactly what you're saying. I feel, and I'm pretty sure jotted down and like made a, when the trailer came out for zombies. Like when they were at Comic Con, my Wi-Fi was down in my house, so I called my friend. I'm like, it was, I think, was it? Yeah, it was 2. I was like, bro, I need to come to your house. I need to make a reaction video or again make a breakdown video. I need to do it. Do you have like a? Can I go in your room? Just make the video and go. He said, without a doubt, come over. I went over. I made the video. Like, I'm pretty sure I got 5 comments saying, "Where the hell are you? What's that background? Did you just kick into someone's door and just say, hey, I'm gonna get my shit in here and make a video?" My friend also he doesn't do it anymore, made videos for the channel, AR Meep. So, he did it, and it was, at that moment, I knew they're trying to go for a different aspect. They're trying to go for something different. And I think that's what we need. We need something to get us excited for World War II, especially zombies. We need something different that's not the core. Round 1, get the weapon. Round 2.
Mm-hmm.
Round 2, pack a punch. There we go. We need something different, and that also goes back to when they said there's no points. There's like, what is it, spirits, something like that? Like orbs? Like energy?
Oh, did they say there was no points? I
Yeah,
haven't
there's no points.
stayed up with all the news
Me
about
either.
it.
That's like the only
I'm
main.
kind of just following it a little bit.
Yeah, it's like one of the main mechanics I actually follow through on. It's not no point system. So each zombie you kill gives you a certain type of energy, and to open that door, you need that amount of energy. You need that amount of whatever it's called.
Well, it still seems like it's kind of points. They're just taking
Yeah.
away the
Yeah.
name, I guess.
Yeah, with that, they're probably using the same concept because you still open doors and stuff like that. They're not gonna make it hard for you to open up the map, but
Yeah.
I mean, I definitely feel there are ways that they're gonna try to incorporate, stuff that like maybe I hope, I honestly I hope Pack a Punch isn't a thing. Cause
Well, I'll spoil it for you. It is. Well, at least an upgrade system because the pre-order bonus for maybe just GameStop or just pre-order in general
yeah, like a Pack a Punch. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. It's like a
I
bunch of
understand.
like just lightning.
Yeah,
around the
and
gun, so.
and I mean, am I gonna say, oh, I don't like it now because it has Pack a Punch? No, I don't Pack a Punch with Exo Zombies, Treyarch Zombies, Infinite Warfare Zombies. It's a main core mechanic of zombies. And going back to what I just said, I don't think they can do anything without Pack a Punch. But I would love if you would have to earn, if you have that weapon, you have to do something with that weapon in order to upgrade it. Like maybe some, like, if you have an assault rifle, for every assault rifle you have to do to actually upgrade it, you have to get long shots. Then you have to get melee kills, the butt of that weapon. It's just something different that they can do in order to make you upgrade. Now I know upgrading wonder weapons, I know they say when you have the wonder weapon, you're going to be like a god tier, because it's going to be hard to actually get those wonder weapons, and there's more than one. So I believe it's like a 4, not like a bow thing or like a staff thing, but like 4 wonder weapons that it's gonna make you really be on the god tier because you have to work your way to get those weapons, and I'm really for that. I love how if you're gonna work really hard for something, like what Treyarch in my opinion didn't do well, when you work hard for something like all the Easter eggs and they just give you a pistol for it, what the fuck.
Yeah. But I guess to answer your earlier questions, if you want to know exactly my thoughts on it, I'm not, weirdly enough, I'm not super hyped for the game. I don't know if it's just because of the last few Call of Duties. Like even Black Ops 3 I wasn't a giant fan of. As much as I played it and as much as I will continue to play it, I'm not like, it's definitely not even, it's probably my second or my third favorite out of the main 4 Treyarch games. It's my third out of the 4 favorite zombies experiences.
Well, Black Ops
Even
3?
with, I would say excluding Chronicles, because I feel like Chronicles kind of makes it so that it's every single one of the games, especially World at War.
Oh yeah, there's every single World at War map in Black Ops 3.
Yeah. Out of every single one of the zombies experiences, so World at War through Black Ops 3, it's my third favorite. The only lower tier being World at War itself.
Mm-hmm.
So it never really hit with me. I feel like there was never really something for the casual player, which I'm obviously not the casual player. I've been playing
Mm-hmm.
zombie. I've played every single zombies map ever, and I've been playing starting with Black Ops 1, the very first Black Ops 1 map on the
Wow.
day of release. So I've been playing for a pretty long time, so I guess that's kind of why I'm so into it still. But it's like there was never really something for the casual player. Not only that, but I feel like there was a lot of reused aspects, which to me wasn't, I guess, lazy. I don't want to use the word lazy because they remade everything pretty much,
Mm-hmm.
especially
Yeah.
with Chronicles. It was a complete revamp of everything. They had to remake every texture, and they might have used stuff from previous maps in Black Ops 3 or whatever, but I would at least like them to use that and put it out in May than not use it and put it out in September or whatever it may be.
Mm-hmm.
Like my friend said that it wasn't going to come out until November. Chronicles wasn't.
Wow.
And thinking, well, he was just speculating
No,
because,
yeah, yeah.
whatever. But I was thinking, especially now, right now in September, thinking if Chronicles wasn't out right now,
Oh my
I would
God.
wonder where we
Wow.
would be if it didn't come out until October, September, November, like a regular Call of Duty game.
Oh,
I just kind of have to
whoa.
wonder exactly where we would have gone from there.
A lot of vlogs, a lot of challenge videos. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Well, even then, the challenge videos really, really blew up with Chronicles. There was never, I don't even remember anybody doing them before Chronicles.
I don't. You
Maybe
know what's
just
funny?
right
Yeah,
before.
I don't remember seeing, and there definitely was, but I don't remember
Yeah.
seeing though. I feel like before Chronicles, so there was a thing before Chronicles. The stages were every single streamer was playing town. Every
Yeah.
single streamer was playing town. Either if it was the pack a punch every gun in the box, if it was the round 50 challenge. When I would see YouTubers streaming that, I understand you're going with the times, you're going with the trends. We're going back to the beginning of this podcast, but go out of your, just see. Okay, I'm gonna say the YouTuber's name because I actually enjoy watching them and have no beef with them. Like Q Night Z, right? He makes a stream that he did he did a challenge on town like the round 50 whatever it was, but I know he played town. Okay, he did it. 5 other streamers go on to stream 2 minutes later. Town this, town that, town this. I'm not gonna watch your stream if I just watch someone else's 3-hour stream on town. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna do it.
Quinn is
It's,
definitely I would say a trendsetter in that
yeah,
way.
without a doubt.
I feel like
Without a doubt.
he was doing Nuketown. I don't know, but he was mainly a Black Ops 2 guy anyway. I think
Mm-hmm.
his story is he started in Advanced Warfare, so
Yeah.
he didn't really go too far back from where he started, which I guess technically that makes sense for a guy who started in Advanced Warfare. But I don't know, like you were saying, like there wasn't too many challenges, but like he was doing the Town Pack-a-Punch, and I don't know if he was even the one that I think he did start the Pack-a-Punch challenge.
Yeah,
If not,
I'm not sure.
maybe Avery did. It was one of I know for a fact it was one of those. Obviously, Pack-a-Punch challenge, like pack punching every gun. That's I
Mm-hmm.
mean I'm gonna guess there's
That's been a
50
thing
people
since the
that do
beginning of Black Ops
pack a
2.
punching. Yeah, I would say like there's 50 people on the planet that do pack a punching every gun in game title, but
Yeah.
it's not a stream. It's just showing people how powerful the guns are, or whatever. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna guess that's been around for years and years, but I would feel like either one of those two would have been the people that would have started it. Because I know Avery was the one who did the 100% completion challenge. He started that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
which I don't see a ton of people doing that, especially anymore. But a lot of people started doing that, the 100% completion challenge on
Yeah.
just whatever map it would be. If there was a solo Easter egg, they'd do that. If there was wonder weapons, they'd build all those.
Yeah.
Uh, they'd
And I
open
think.
pack a punch or whatever. The mob did a jump scare. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty much just doing everything on the map, except there was some lazy streamers who would leave out some of the hard stuff.
Yeah.
But
Mm-hmm. And
I don't
even
know
there's
though. It's it's whatever.
Yeah, and even going back to the Smith Plays, he was the one who started. I think wasn't he the one that started
Yeah,
the
the rainbow
or
rainbow
no the
perks.
Rainbow Perks or like the or I'll leave the Z House. I think he started the trend the or I streams. You know, like or I reset my
Oh
stats
yeah,
or I do
that
that,
makes
and
sense.
that's another one that like a lot of streamers were doing.
Yeah,
And I know
I
it's
mean the
not
people still do
original
it.
because yeah,
People still do it.
and I do I love the pistol knives challenge. I love that one. Laggin 24 I believe really started doing that a lot, and that's the first YouTube I saw do the Laggin 24. I do it. Am I technically am I doing the same thing they are? Yeah, I'm doing the same thing, but it's the challenge that got forgotten, and I'm not trying to revamp it. I'm just doing it. But like I'm playing it. And this has nothing, me and Relling have, we're not saying anything to like bash, people who do that. We're just saying how it's what we see in the community, and it's like, not even knowing how we got into this topic, but it's like we're really getting to the point where, you know, Chronicles. If Chronicles wasn't
Yeah.
here, and what would we be streaming? Nothing besides old challenges. Custom zombies would have been really popular at this time. I remember when I
Yeah.
was 27, he had a whole entire Saturday thing. Saturday streams that he said he might be doing them again because since school's starting up, it would be all custom zombies. It would be all custom zombies or requested Easter egg a fan told him to do, I think it was. That's how it would happen. And then since I don't have a great PC to play customs, I mean, it would have been terrible for me, and they are unlimited on the channel because it would have been a nightmare. We would have had to play nightmares.
Yeah.
But
It's
yeah.
I'm glad I guess I'm glad they did it. I don't really play Chronicles a lot anymore. I actually have Black Ops 3 deleted off my PS4 now, unfortunately.
Why?
Because I tried to do the No Man's Land challenge. I spent over 60,000 points on trying to get the Ghost devices out of the moon box, and it didn't give it to me, so I deleted Black
So
Ops
you
3.
rage and delete. That's amazing. That
Oh,
is
that no,
just.
that was a stipulation. If I spent that 60K
Oh.
and I didn't get the Ghost devices enough, at least enough things to start the Moon Easter egg, then I was gonna delete Black Ops 3, and I didn't. So it's off my PS4 now. I don't know what to say.
You are a sick bastard, let me tell you. Oh
Yep,
my god.
yep.
But,
But I don't know.
yeah,
I guess right back to the am I hyped for World War II Zombies?
yeah.
Not particularly.
Okay.
I played the beta the first weekend. I
Yeah, did you like the
enjoyed
beta?
it. I liked the beta. Weirdly enough, I liked the beta, and then they came back the second weekend, and I didn't play it a
Yo,
single minute.
I swear to God, you're crazy for saying this. Me and Vinny were just talking about, and Unlimited, me and him were just talking about this. The first week, stood up almost 24 hours every single day, streaming, making videos, playing the beta. Second week it
Yeah,
came out, for some reason, it's just like it's not bad, but the second week it was like no desire to play it. I don't know
yeah.
why.
I didn't
Thank
touch it.
God you're saying this because I thought we were just crazy and we were losing touch. And wow, man, that is crazy. You just said that.
I did not. I did not touch it the second weekend. I actually plan on making a video of all the classes, like the whatever the divisions. I had all the clips for it, and I had the beginning for it and everything like that. And by the time the second weekend rolled around, I didn't have a single bit of it started. And so well, the plan was to get it out before the second weekend so that Xbox players could see it, and anyone who did get to play it the first weekend or whatever it might have been, they would have been able to see that and see what division was the best and see what each of them had to offer.
Mm-hmm.
But I worked on the beginning of it. I had the clips for it. I had pretty much the basic idea of what I was going to say for it, and I just never made it. And I didn't make a single video on the beta. I didn't do a single live stream on the beta, like I said I wasn't going to. Uh, as much as I enjoyed the beta, I weirdly enough didn't do a single thing for it, and then I didn't even end up playing it. So I have no clue what happened.
Wow, that's so crazy. Just it's honestly crazy because me and my friend Vinny, we just wow. Anyway, whoa. Okay, I think with everything we
Everyone
were
was saying the
saying,
campaign trailer was good though. So
yeah, I recommend you honestly after this go watch it. It is really cool. The video I made, it's just me reacting to it, and there's a swastika in the trail. I'm letting you know that. So I mean, it would be,
Yeah,
oh my
it's
god,
historically accurate.
it would
That's the
be,
only part,
yeah,
though.
really historically accurate. I heard, but it would be so crazy if YouTube just demonetized Call of Duty's videos because it had like a swastika in it. And going on to a
Well,
good
I,
transition.
they probably do.
Yeah, you know what? They probably do. And going on to the good transition, how can YouTube, it's third topic, how can YouTube mess up more than they already are? Now, I shouldn't say mess up. I should say the guidelines they're putting in place. How unfair they're becoming. It has made the YouTube guidelines, with what I'm mainly talking about here, is demonetization. Because the problems I have, well, we have, me and A Unlimited have on Artificial Gaming, is, well, I'm going to get into that later, but the main problem I'm talking to about how YouTube will mess up more is the demonetization that's been going on multiple channels. Riot27 had over 500 videos demonetized, which means no ads can play on their videos, and you cannot make any money from the videos from here on out since that demonetization has been active on that video. In order to rule against it, is you have to file a complaint against it, this isn't fair, please review it again. But in order for YouTube to actually review it, that video had to have gotten 1,000+ views in the last month. I think it was a month.
Yeah,
If you
30 days
have
or so.
30 days. If you had a video that you made 3 years ago, like Reed, 3 years ago, do you think that video's getting 1,000+ views? Like, 1,000+ views in general, 1,000+ views in a month? That's not happening. Nobody's gonna be watching how to solve, a buried cipher in 2017.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It's not happening. I don't know what problems you have with your channel. Did you get hit by the demonetization at all?
I'm about to spit out the most unpopular opinion of anyone that's ever spit out an unpopular opinion. I don't have a problem with YouTube. Not a single problem. And it's because I don't monetize my videos. I don't care about the money. My normal viewership for streams is, 4 to 6 people-ish. So I don't have a problem with notifications going out. Even if I do, it's like one person misses a stream, that's whatever. Obviously, I'm not a giant guy. I don't have thousands of subs that'll come to my streams weekly, and I'll get one of them that tweet out at me going, oh, I didn't get a notification for this stream. What the heck, YouTube? I don't ever have that problem. I've never had that problem in my entire life. Even if I have had it with one person saying, didn't get a notification for this, I brush it off. I don't really care that much. I do YouTube for fun, which is mainly the biggest part of me never getting hit by this, is just because I don't actually care.
No, yeah.
If my videos get hit, but I'll tell you that they have. Some of them have. I don't exactly remember what specific ones. Obviously, I mainly make Call of Duty content, if not only Call of Duty content, so they'll hear guns in the background of the video, and they'll hear.
Yeah.
I try to keep the commentary clean, though, so. They can't strike me for that.
Yeah,
But I don't have a problem.
I
Weirdly enough.
honestly love your opinion, because it's an opinion that I did not expect to get. Now, I'm going to say also, our channel has not gotten hit by the demonetization. We have not one video, knock on wood, we haven't got hit on it, and I'm going to agree with you on, honestly, good for you not monetizing it, staying pride, staying humble to your craft. I understand that, and that is the number one thing that I tell Vinny, and our motto that we try to use every single time I post a video is make the video that you would want to watch. Make the video that you would want to click on. Make the video that you like. Now, every single time I make a stream, a podcast, a video, storyline video, anything like that, because we're not just a zombie channel. We are a Call of Duty main channel. You can go back to videos. We do challenges with our friends. We are a core channel that mainly plays Call of Duty, plays games, and we love it. And I should say, because I feel like a lot of people tend to forget that this is a two-person channel, me and AR Unlimited. We make content that we love and we enjoy. Now, the only reason why I brought this topic up was because YouTube, I have emailed them more than 10 times about a problem with our views and our subs. Right now we have 2,200 plus subs on the channel. Or no, honestly, I'm sorry. 2,000, I believe we're about to be at 2,100, about to go down because, and I will explain right now, I emailed YouTube, and maybe this can not change your opinion at all, but maybe this can actually show you, Relling, the amount of, not hate, but like the frustration I have, because YouTube, I emailed them, we were about to hit, at one point, 3,000 subs on the channel. We're down at 2,100 because we got hit by a massive sub purge. Remember the sub purge that happened?
I hear a lot of people talking
500 subs got taken away from us during that sub purge. Now, they said there was some unwanted channels. Okay, we understand that. PewDiePie got hit over 900,000 subscribers got taken away. So I was very happy when I heard that it wasn't us, so people don't get the wrong idea of, oh, we're botting, like we just said in the beginning of the stream, like we're botting, we're doing this, doing that. With that, 100% not doing that, and I emailed YouTube specifically, I'm going to get the wording out right here, I have it pulled up here on my desktop right here, and I said, it's a long email, so I'm just going to brief it down a little bit. I said, our YouTube channel has been losing subs on a constant rate, not by a major amount of subs, but on little -2, -3, -4 every single day for the past 2 months. We were at 2,500 subs 2 months ago. Now we are at almost 2,100 subs on Artificial Gaming. We do not, in no way, shape, or form do we bot, do we suggest people to make multiple accounts and sub to us, because quite frankly, we are a channel that wants to work hard for the craft that we know we make purely off of talent and just purely off of having fun with our friends and just wanting to do it for a hobby. They email back, they respond to us saying, we checked your please send a link to your channel so we can look into this more in depth. Okay, no problem. Sent them the link of the channel. They say, we see your analytics and your analytics look to be up to par. There was no weird fluctuation in subs or views to show any computerized accounts on the channel. However, we are seeing the massive sub loss per day on a constant rate on your channel. However, that is a normal thing to happen on channels like your size. You do get constant views, however, we do see the subs losing, and that is one exact problem we are trying to work on for the future. We will definitely email you about an update if we ever come to fix this problem. Until then, keep working hard. I'm not going to say the guy who works at YouTube. Sincerely, blank blank, YouTube team. That's the answer I get. Sorry, it's not your problem, but we are taking away subs because it is a problem we do not know how to fix yet. That is the answer I get. So do you understand the reason why I brought up this topic?
Well, yeah, you've gone down 400 subs in the past however long.
Like that that sub purge, I understand. And listen, I don't want you, honestly. I don't want you getting the wrong idea of me. How I want the subs, I want the views. You should know, just in general, by the way I speak.
Everyone wants the subs and views.
Everybody wants subs and views, but can I go to sleep tonight happy with my channel? 110%. I look at the channel, even though I know, and I also use this as an example. I talk to YouTubers on Twitter, and I DM them, like you, and we talk this stuff like that. Like when I sub to your channel, and I just in general talk to other people. They said, okay, man, without a doubt, and I check out analytics, stuff like that. I see we are, like, the people I was talking to, they subscribe to Artificial Gaming. 4 people that I talked to subbed. I go on Social Blade. You know it showed -6 for that day? -6 subs on that day?
But
when 4 subscribed?
Yeah, it's weird to think that 10 people unsubscribed that day.
It's just crazy. When I know 4 people sub, though, it should show +4. But it shows -6.
Well, it does it like a concurrent, like every single thing that happened that day. So, if 4 people subscribe, that means 10 people unsubscribe, weirdly enough.
Does it do it?
It wouldn't
Honestly,
say,
I don't know. I swear,
yeah,
I'm not saying
it does it does it for the entire day. Like, if you lose 2 subs throughout the entire day, and that's all that happens, it'll say -2. But if you lose 2 subs and gain 2 subs, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if it'll say +2 or if it'll
And I
just say
remember that was
0.
like I remember that was like a problem even with, I don't know if you were, I think you were during, if you say after Zetsubo, I'm pretty sure it was during this time. I don't know if you saw like a drama or anything, but when people, remember the huge, like there was people streaming other people's sub counts because it kept dropping and dropping because of like YouTube said it was a glitch in the system that if 2 sub, 4 would get decreased. That's what happened, and I understand they fixed it because it ain't happening anymore. But for some reason, it's happening to us. And going back to the part, honestly, I don't care if I wake up tomorrow and I have 500 subs. I don't care because I still get the people who watch my videos. That one person who likes it makes my day. I have people who constantly watch our videos and they constantly say great video. I actually got 2 emails. I have their names ready to shout out because they actually asked questions. They asked questions for the podcast. They emailed me saying happy birthday because my birthday was on Friday, and it's 2 people out of the -2 that probably on YouTube's account unsubscribed. But it's the sense that, and I swear on my mother's life, it happens so like less often than you would see from Noah J or Dalek, but it makes your day. And I'm pretty sure you can relate. It makes your day. That one comment that says your video was good, it makes your day. And that's what I feel like big, small YouTubers that get too hot for this, like, who think their shit don't stink, they lose that sense. They lose that touch in the community. They just want to be like their biggest role models. But then, I don't know. It's just something like I feel like their personality is just like they don't have the same personality that we do. That like, we love that one person that literally says, hey, what's going on? They took their time out to click on your stream, to click on your video. I'm getting so, like, honestly sincere about this. I'm sorry if I'm, like, getting too powerful, but it's
fine.
I don't know. How do you feel? I'm going to let you talk.
Well, I mean, going off the comment thing, whenever someone comments and says good video or whatever, my trash talk has no negative feedback on it, which I thoroughly enjoy. Obviously, no one wants negative. Well, they want negative feedback if it's good negative feedback, like how to improve.
Content,
But no one's like, this video sucks. You suck. Stop making videos. That's kind of that's a garbage thing to say from a garbage person. But I have no negative comments on that video because I took time and effort to make it, and I had especially a great time making it. So I'm really glad it was well received and everything like that. But like you said, it's always nice for people to come into a stream and say what's up, even if it's just for a second, even if they're just like in school right now, just wanted to say what's up. I've gotten those comments on streams before, and I'm always like, cool, thanks, enjoy your day at school, thanks for stopping by. It's completely fine. You saw me go live, you wanted to say hi real quick, now you're back on Algebra 2 or whatever it is.
Yeah, I swear to God,
it's cool to me.
And I swear to God, I'm not, once again, not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but I am one of those people. I swear to God, you can give me a lot of tech to test. When you said that you were streaming, what, 2 Sundays ago? You were streaming?
I'm trying to
I know it was on a Sunday
because
I was watching football that day. It was on a Sunday, and when you said you were streaming, do you know how many times I refreshed my Twitter?
Oh man.
Do you know how many times I swear to God, and once again, I don't know if you understand this, and I'm not, this probably, to many people don't mean shit. By hearing my accent, where do you think I'm from?
Jersey. Jersey or New York?
Alright, I'm from New York. I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Thought so, yeah.
Now, I'm not just saying, some kid probably right now is probably watching in Idaho, and he might say, oh, what are you talking about? I have the same feeling, and I'm in Idaho. It's not what I'm saying, tough guy. I'm just saying, like, when you're, what was I going to say? Coming from an Italian family, you learn how to be humble. You learn how to be okay. If you do something let's just say you pitch a perfect game. Of course, yes, you celebrate your friends, they huddle over you, yeah, that's so good. But you don't brag about it for the next 2 months on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Yeah. You don't brag about it. You don't put that on your college resume. You don't do that. You'd be happy you did it. No, it's yeah.
It's a good achievement. Don't pass it up, but don't
I
over don't over celebrate.
without a
Don't
doubt,
be a sore winner or whatever it is.
without a doubt, I'm gonna give a perfect example that maybe you can relate to even better. Um, there's once again, I'm not gonna say name, but it's not like a zombie YouTuber. This kid doesn't post. He's a moderator in Ride 27's chat. Um, every time Reed says hi to him, mentions him, answers one of his questions. The first few times, because I'm a mod in his chat, the first few times he answered me and actually recognized me, very happy. I was like, oh my god,
Yeah.
right, he recognized, that's great. And he is really good for that community, like feedback and everything. Reed's the bomb. I was in so many streams with him. I talked to him in email sometimes to just get his feedback on, we did a charity event, just get his feedback, because we had a name for the charity event, and we didn't want it to correlate with E4C. So I actually emailed him. He gave me great feedback on, what not to name it, because it went on affiliate with E4C. So, I mean, we talked to him, we're honestly rarely on emails and stuff like that, but a lot on live streams whenever he's streaming. But this moderator, he would post on the Discord, on Twitter. He would literally say, oh my god, guys, how do you feel? He said my name, not yours. Ha! I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, bro, take it easy. I'm like, honestly, you're one of the assholes who just make the account to just get recognized by a YouTuber, and you don't even know how it actually feels to work hard in a stream or a video. So don't even stand there and be a keyboard tough guy and try to say, oh, Reed said hi to me. That's it. I'm big. He knows me. He's bragging about me. Shut the fuck up, please.
Yeah, bragging like that,
please.
especially just for saying, someone saying your name, like you weren't like first in the world or anything, and you really didn't do anything specific to yourself.
Yeah,
it's kind of a thing to kind of brag about that to people,
going back
rub it in their faces.
Yeah, when he just said first in the world, I remember Gerard Crovey when JC did it first in the world, and it's funny drama, not like serious drama, but I remember watching Reed stream as they actually did it, and JC started tweeting out saying how other YouTubers, like let's just say when Zetsubo and Fantastical Gamer completed Zetsubo and Shimizu first, other YouTubers tweeted out his channel saying he's the one who did it first. Treyarch tweeted his channel out saying congratulations to him, whatever that. Treyarch ended up retweeting his channel and everything, like his account, saying congratulations to the people who did Garage Kobe first, but he started getting really mad that people like Rad Austin, Noah J, Dalek didn't say, oh, at JC Backfire did it first. He started getting a little salty. So that's why Reed started doing a huge rant on his stream. He's like, I'm sick of this. I'm sick of people just wanting to do these Easter eggs just for recognition, not for the community. And yeah, just because you brought up the first in the world thing, that's why, that's one of the things I feel like, we all heard of, we all see it, and it sucks.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I was ever, for some reason, feeling...
Yeah,
I know where you're going with this. Well, it's time to do an Easter egg, I'm gonna be first in the world this time, I wouldn't be salty if they weren't like, this dude did it first, congrats to this dude, like on Twitter, like the day of. I wouldn't be salty if that happened, but I would be salty if
they never ever recognized
I was never recognized.
Yep.
Yeah. I'd be salty if I was never given the proper recognition for doing it first. And I mean, you said it was like he was on a rant about doing it for views instead of the community. And as humble as it is to do it for the community, I would 100% do it for views as well. As selfish as this sounds, it's
I understand, because that's the content creator coming out of you. Yeah, I understand. That's the content creator coming out of you. I 100% agree.
Having 298 subscribers, doing a first in the world Easter egg, I better gain subscribers from it. As selfish as this sounds, as self-centered as this sounds, it's like,
but you know what? At least
I put my time and effort in.
Exactly.
And the fact that no one came to my channel, and watched me complete the Easter egg and I mean, a good example. This dude doesn't have this attitude, or as far as I know, doesn't have this attitude. But Unpunk Rock or whatever, the dude, he did the Beast from Beyond Easter egg first, and he did the Super Boss fight Easter egg first, and he found Willard Weiler first, and the dude went from 400 subscribers the second day of Beast from Beyond, and now he's at like over 300 or over 3K. Like he
Wow.
clearly got the recognition he deserved, but then again, he played with Pizza and he played with Dalek, and he was shouted out by Lee Ross himself and on the
Mhm.
Infinity Ward Twitter and everything like that. And he was given the proper recognition, and good for him. He grinded for that Easter egg. He got the proper recognition for it. Hats off. But if he wouldn't have, that would have just been a bad situation. I feel like especially for doing the super boss fight, if he wouldn't have been given the proper recognition and Pete and Dalek would have tweeted out like first in the world, just themselves in their face cam like pointing at the cutscene, and they wouldn't have added anybody and they wouldn't have said anybody helped him with it, and because Unpunk Rock was the one who did the first Easter egg, and then he was the one who told them exactly how to do the
Mhm.
super boss fight, because some people never caught on to how to do it, and
Yeah.
obviously
Like
it's a boss
Spider
fight,
Bite
so
was
it's
mad.
just
NGT Spider Bite
yeah.
was mad that they weren't streaming them at the boss fight. And I mean,
Well, whose fault's that?
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, I can understand that. I mean, I can understand without a doubt why they were mad that they were streaming with them. Pizza and Dalek were like, listen, we're friends. We like playing offline, but me knowing and me like literally being involved in listen, like I said, I live in New York. There's a lot of drama, especially with Italian family. There's a lot of drama. You know when there's a kind of cop out answer. Well, we're friends that play together offline, yeah, but not when it's a really hot time for a COD community, when people use other people's streams to. If you didn't do that during rave, you didn't do that during attack. Like I don't know why you guys are doing it now. So I
Well, I know a lot
understand
of
why they got
people.
mad.
I know a lot of people like they get angry when people keep steps from the community. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you don't want this to get done. You're so selfish. Why you're doing this only for yourself? And as selfish as this sounds, I don't care what people will say about it. If I was doing this specific step and I wasn't streaming it, I wouldn't tell anyone. Are you kidding me?
Mm-hmm.
I would tell people eventually, obviously, and if I were to get the Easter egg done and I were to do it online or offline, and I wouldn't have to read chat, and I wouldn't have to focus on keeping people entertained and everything like that, and I didn't tweet it out, so a million people weren't asking me questions. How'd you do this? How'd you do this? I'd do the Easter egg in 4 less hours, and the community at the end of the day would be a much better place for it. You're welcome for completing this Easter egg first, you know 20 hours instead of 30 hours in.
Mm-hmm.
But people would get mad just at the simple fact that they said, I'm keeping these steps for myself for now, which is weird to
You're
me,
right.
because if you're gonna find it, it's yours. I understand it's a public game or whatever, but you're not obligated to say, here is the Easter egg step for this part, go crazy. You're not obligated to tell anyone anything like that. I know NGT, especially, it's kind of weird for them to say something like that, because I know they used to be a big channel on Easter eggs.
Oh,
I
they
mean,
were
they still kind of are.
huge,
They
huge
were
on
first in
Black
the world
Ops
on
2.
attack. Yeah, Black Ops 2
Yeah.
especially. You're completely right for that. But like, they would post individual Easter egg steps.
Oh
They
my
would make
god,
an entire
yeah.
video on steps,
Oh
and I remember
my
that. I
god,
remember,
that would be so annoying. I remember trying to write down the origin steps. Video 1, video 2, video
yeah,
55. Like, what the hell?
yeah. They really like to make individual videos on steps, which I can understand for time's sake, if you just want to get it out there to the community or whatever. But what I don't understand is like how they could get mad at like, no, we were the first ones doing it. We just weren't doing it online, when like
Mm-hmm.
they used to be on that grind. Like, you guys used to know exactly what you were doing. Black Ops 2, you would stay up for hours upon hours and entertain for hours upon hours and try to find the Easter egg for, days and days. Like, what's changed? Why are you doing it offline now? It's weird that you're changing
Mm-hmm.
up your formula 2 years later and then getting angry because people aren't, I guess, uh, accepting of your formula, or whatever, however you want to word it. People aren't understanding of it because they don't want to. If you're gonna get salty about not doing it online or anything like that, you kind of have to deal with the consequences.
Without a doubt.
Like, no one's obligated to give you a shout. No one's obligated to give you. I mean, even Lee Ross doesn't have to tweet you out. It doesn't matter if he's the head developer. If he doesn't want to, he's not going to. But you can't get salty over that. You
Oh,
can't you
yeah.
can't get angry over it or anything like that. And
Mm-hmm.
if you do, I just kind of feel like that's It's kind of a bad move on your part. It's a bad look.
You're just trying to do, literally like you're trying to just do it for the recognition and for people to say, hey, look at this guy.
I mean, yeah, and like I said, I don't care if people do that.
No,
Getting
yeah.
recognition for what you do is completely fine.
Yeah, without a doubt.
I mean, I don't even remember who... The dudes who did the Revelations Easter egg aren't even YouTubers or anything like that, and they still got recognized.
When you said that kid's name, the Beast, I automatically thought the punk guy. I thought he was the one who did Rev first. And the only time I ever saw the people who did Rev was I was on Zombros. That's it.
Yeah, because that's the only time they ever did anything, because they're not YouTubers. There's dudes who like to play zombies and probably kept up with everyone's streams and did the boss fight first. And that's completely fine. And they still managed to get the recognition they deserved, and they're not even YouTubers.
Yeah.
They might have social media and stuff, but you know, they don't make videos. They don't do anything for views. So, I mean, no matter what, you'll get your recognition if it's deserved, and if it's not deserved, then you probably won't. I guess that's just simple fact.
Yeah. Listen, man. Yeah, but yeah, honestly, I think this is going to wrap up. Before we actually do wrap up, though. The people who did wish me happy birthday, X6I Radiant and Purple World. Thank you once again. Thank you so much for just in general watching the channel. If you made it this far, goddamn, I'm probably just gonna tell you on Twitter. I gave you a little shout out and then just tell you the timestamp. But thank you guys so much for that. It really made my day. Honestly, I looked at it in English class and I was really happy. So thank you guys so much. They actually not both of them, but I know Purple World asked both of us because they knew we were doing recording a podcast. He asked a question: if you had to play with the mix of zombie characters, like which zombie characters, if you had to mix them up on one map, who would they be? So like let's just say we got to mix up characters, like let's say Richtofen and JFK, and mix up 4 characters. A little fun question here. Who would you pick? I'm gonna go off first, and I'm going to say the group of zombie characters I would like to play as, like it's a little fun, would have to be Richtofen, JFK, Weasel, and Misty. Why those 4? I feel like it would just be funny having Misty just, being more of a badass than all the other 3 men there are. JFK wanting to, pass a bill instead of fighting a horde of zombies. Having Richtofen try to, find a soul, but, can't, quite frankly, get the group to follow the plan. And Weasel just being a little asshole running around you guys trying to get into Afterlife. But that's, don't put me against that. Who, Welling, who would you pick?
I want 4 die-rise Stuhlingers.
4 die-rise Stuhlingers.
Yep, I just want to hear a bunch of zombie moans.
That is different, and that is something that is good to wrap up this episode of the Artificial Game Podcast. Welling, would you like to say anything before ending this podcast?
God bless. That's all I'll say.
God bless.
God bless.
God bless. Guys, his channel is going to be in the description. I highly recommend you go watch it. I'm going to put a little text in the beginning of the podcast, so just in case you don't make it this far, that his link's going to be in the description of this video podcast. Just a little description of what kind of videos you make. What are they?
I don't know. If you want to check out a specific one to get a feel for my channel, the Trash Talk Turbo's talking about. That's a pretty good one.
That one.
I do streams sometimes. I'm going to start doing them a little bit less. I don't know. I'll start doing storyline videos soon enough. A little series I like to call the Zombie Storyline for Dummies. So that'll be coming out pretty soon. And then the video I'm working on right now is a kind of just a complete wrap-up of IW Zombies. So, I don't know. It's just kind of a mix of everything. Whatever comes to my mind just pretty much goes on my channel.
Without a doubt. And guys, definitely, hopefully, we got hopefully I definitely get to work with you more in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely really, really a lot of fun. knowing we both have like the same, not like the same perspective. And I was very happy you had a different opinion on that YouTube topic, because you know what? It brings life to the podcast and brings debate. And you know what, my good sir? Thank you so much for being on here. Definitely, once again,
No
we'll be making
problem.
videos and whatever podcasts we have in the future. Definitely, I would love to introduce you to AR Unlimited, the other member of the channel. Very, very cool kid. But yeah, man, I am AR Turbo, and I will see each and every one of you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching.
Peace.